Breaking news for Hunter x Hunter fans. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but apparently Yoshihiro Togashi was in an interview recently where he discussed the ending of the story in case he were to ever die. It looks like there's three endings that are planned and one that he doesn't want to go with unless he dies, so it's not really in the running, but if he passes away, he wants people to accept that as the ending. So I'll go ahead and read this from the beginning. I haven't read the whole thing, I've only read a little bit, but it looks like this is something from a pretty reputable leaker. So I haven't seen any anything besides this. I really just woke up and my supervisor forced me to take some hours off this morning. And I saw this. It was like, hey, I never get to comment on anything like this because normally I'm working. But sorry for blabbering. If you like the video, subscribe, please. Support the boy. Anyway, here we go. So Gashi's ending. For the ending, I have prepared three scenarios, A, B, and C. When considering the proportional reaction from readers, ranging from satisfaction to dissatisfaction, the ending A is deemed satisfactory by 50% and unsatisfactory by 20%. This does not necessarily imply a high rating, but for me, reaching it will be secure in a way that doesn't complicate matters with excessive criticisms, in my belief. As for ending B, opinions will be divided similarly between satisfaction and dissatisfaction. For ending C, I anticipate a satisfaction rate of 10% and a dissatisfaction rate of 90%. Ending C sounds crazy if he thinks that only 10% of people are going to be satisfied and 90% are going to be dissatisfied. I don't know if it's like if he's planning on doing something just crazy or if it's going to be one of those endings where it's like it's left up to interpretation, or like it's just a lot of back and forth where people are like it's shit, or or this or that happened. I wonder how that 90% comes into play. Why do I keep okay, sorry. Why do I keep it present even with a high rate of dissatisfaction? That's because it's my personal preference, but fundamentally, I want to think to the utmost extent about an ending to the point where I might not choose any of these and create what I find most enjoyable, which is my most ideal and goal. To give you a clearer picture, I will share scenario D, which fell out of the candidate scenarios for the ending. If fate takes me before finishing the manga, consider it the manga's ending. I would be happy if you forgive me for that. So ending D, this is what I haven't read at all, so I have no idea what I'm about to read. Next to the lake, a girl named Jin, holding a fishing rod, stands motionless. Suddenly, the rod shakes violently, and Jin, startled, exclaims, "I've got him! I got the Lake Lord!" She skillfully lifts the Lake Lord onto her shoulders and stands before a woman saying, "As I promised, I caught the Lake Lord, Mom." Jin approaches the woman and passionately declares, "You must not tell me that again. You must not tell me again. You must become a hunter." The woman, with no tricks left, nods her head. Jin, still carrying the Lake Lord on her shoulder, walks away. The mother comments to her husband that Jin's dream is to never leave the island and inherit this place. Their father agrees, laughing, and the mother expresses her dissatisfaction, saying, "Perhaps her desires will change later, but I want to know, you and Jin, why are you like this? Surely it's because of the blood of Grandma Mito and Grandma Mito and Grandma Noko." Sorry, stumbled there. The woman seems unaware that Grandma Mito and Grandma Noko are not related by blood, and the father smiles knowingly. The woman, expressing her unwillingness as the mother adds, "But Grandpa Gon was a famous hunter, and this girl will one day leave the island." Jin insists, "I will never leave." Although she is no longer visible in the heart of the forest, she hears her parents' conversation and responds defiantly. The father, amused, says, "You have a sharp eye." The scene changes to the shop continuing its works from Mito's days. The Lake Lord has been cleanly cut and its internal parts sorted. Jin thinks to herself while working. Mom never understands. When Grandpa speaks joyfully about his memories of being a hunter, Grandma Noko quietly moves away from her seat. Every time Grandpa Gon affirms, her belief is heard from someone. She strikes the cutting board forcefully with a knife. "I'm tired of this. To wait for someone's return after months and years of sadness crushes my heart. I make someone wait for me. Wait, I make someone wait for me, then The door opens, and a warm voice echoes. A chubby little child enters, holding a plant. The child exclaims, "I caught the Lake Lord for real." Well, let's wait. I caught the Lake Lord for real. Okay, so some of I don't know if the translation's kind of funny, but I don't know. Maybe it's because it's early in the morning, but I'm like stumbling when I see things that I feel like don't make sense. Well, let's honor the whole island with it, Jin replies. I always wanted to be with the person I want to be with. Together always. The child agrees, yes. Both of them with broad smiles on their faces cook the food. A bird flies away from the island, over a town and its people. The son of one of them, the daughter of another, and the grandchild of another live in different places, exchanging smiles. They might be the children of that character and the grandchildren of that character. The bird flies away into the distance. In the background, a figure watches the scene. The end. So, I don't really know how to feel about that. It's really early in the morning, but sounds like Gon, gets with someone and has some grandchildren. Don't know if I really expected to see that. I mean, stories normally have time skips at the end, and we get to see, like the family life and the aged up version, and some kids and stuff. That's not uncommon, but I wasn't expecting it for Hunter x Hunter. I guess it could happen. Now that I think about it, I never actually finished the ending of Yu Yu Hakusho, so I should go and look at that and see if something similar happens. I don't think so, because no one's ever talked about Yusuke having a kid, but Gon having a kid is kind of interesting. I never really thought I'd see the kid really grow up. I honestly just thought, like, by the time the story ended, he'd still be the same age or maybe like a year or two older. But again, that's ending D, the one that he says to go with if he dies. So that's not one that he wants to roll with. But like, if I don't have time to write anything else and finish this story, then you guys take that and that's it. So I wonder if he has that ending drawn out, because I think it'd be kind of weird to have that whole ending planned out and not draw it out. And then if he were to die, hopefully it doesn't. But if he were to die, this script right here is just all we have to go off. I would hope that he at least would draw the kid, the Jin kid, so we can see what they look like and stuff like that. But yeah, what are your thoughts? I won't drag this on. Let me know what you think below. Tell me, what you think about that ending that is 90% dissatisfaction. How do you think that could possibly go? And what do you think about this ending right here? Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and y'all have a good holiday.